The co-op campaign is comprised of a lot of different elements. There's campaign co-op, which is your essentially your story campaign. You play through with your buddies cooperatively. You have competitive campaign, which is a more competitive experience. You're competing for high score with your buddies. You're getting all kinds of bonus multipliers, and we have all kinds of Easter egg hidden scoring opportunities, things like that throughout the game. Then we have a thing called death cards, which is basically you collect the death cards throughout the game, and they allow you to modify your co-op private games with different kinds of modifiers that make the gameplay completely new and interesting and unique. And there's a lot of different combinations that you can do. You do collect the death cards throughout the campaign. They're placed just throughout the levels. We've tried to be very careful to not turn the game into an Easter egg hunt and make it so that there are these crazy things that you just have to go hunting for all throughout the game. They're in fairly hidden locations within the typical battle. If you play throughout the competitive campaign, you'll see a lot of different areas of the levels that are set up specifically with big points. For example, in Berlin 2, you've got the radio that you can shoot at. When you shoot at the radio, you get an extra, I think it's 500 points. And that's like essentially 5 kills. So if you're playing with your buddies and you're familiar with the level and they're not familiar with it, and they've got you beat on the high score, you can go through and you can try to get these little Easter egg points before they do, and it can bump your score up big time, especially if you have a bonus multiplier. The basics of the competitive scoring are that you get points for kills, you get points for different types of kills. Melees are one of the highest unique points that you can get. Headshots are right behind that. You get bonus multipliers if you get multiple kills in a row, up to 10 times your normal points. And the 9 times and 10 times multipliers you can only obtain through getting melees or headshots. On the 10 times multiplier you can only get through melees. So it's it creates a very dynamic competitive environment to play in. The points will feed into your leaderboards, so you are essentially trying to get the highest spot on the leaderboard. And we have leaderboards for every campaign mission for competitive co-op. And it is, of course, bragging rights. And you also you can unlock challenges in co-op challenges, and the challenges that you unlock will feed into your global rank. They unlock XP, and your global rank allows you to unlock weapons and attachments and challenges and upgrades in multiplayer as well. You do get assist points. You get points for reviving your allies, and so you are rewarded for going around and actually playing as a team player, even though you're competing with the other guys in the round. If you shoot friendlies, you lose points. If you go down, if you get shot down, you're basically waiting to be revived. You lose points for that. And we've done some anti-griefing technology where if you cook a grenade, then you'll get docked a lot of points, and there's a maximum number of times that you can commit suicide before you get booted from the session. The majority of the single-player campaign is also playable in co-op. There's a couple levels that just didn't make sense to play with co-op. We didn't want to take away from the unique cinematic solo experience for those levels, but we also didn't want to try to force them into co-op experience as well. We have various different types of difficulty scalars. Of course, you've got your recruit, your normal, your regular, your hardened, and your veteran difficulties. And we also scale the number of enemies based on how many players are in the game. So if you have a 4-player game, you're going to have a lot more targets to shoot that are spawning in. And playing veteran, it's a delicate balance trying to balance the difficulty and also the modifiers for number of enemies when you're playing with multiple players. But a 4-player veteran game is going to be pretty intense. Throughout the campaign, you're confronted with several cases where you are given the option to execute essentially a downed enemy soldier, and you're given the choice. You can take this action or you can not take this action, and you'll see the game will react differently based on whatever choice you make.
Kill them all! Wipe the scum from the streets!
These men are trying to surrender!
What is going on? Look around you, Chernobyl!
It's up to the player. If they want to make that moral decision and shoot the enemies and put them out of their misery, then that's up to them.